Steve, they came after the storm, and it was a good storm, mate. It was a good storm because we had 7 fights, and we had everything that you want as a boxing promoter, didn't you?
Well, do you know, it's strange, isn't it? We had 7 fights coming down from 10, and we had four stoppages, and I was laughing with someone today, like when we do 12 fights and like you're desperate for stoppages, you can't get them. Didn't really need stoppages on this card, but we got them, and do you know what? A lot of the punters, that's what they come to see, isn't it? And certainly from the boxer's point of view, they get an extra buzz in themselves when they've got a stoppage. So going through it, the first fight was Bradley Ray v Raynor. Obviously, Brad's a TV fighter, but to keep him active, he's been coming on our cards, had a couple of early stoppages, so nobody wanted to fight him. We've had to like get him to a stroke heavyweight. I believe it was recorded as an heavyweight contest, so from middleweight he's gone up to super middleweight, he's now fighting at heavyweight. It's interesting to see where he goes in the rankings, but you know, I think it was always going to be a fun fight, that one, wasn't it? And to be fair,
that was a statement though, wasn't it?
He put some good body shots in and stopped him, and you look where other fighters have done, and Ryan's gone the distance with him. It is a statement for the super middleweight to come in and stop him. And I think it was 3 times he put him over, all with body shots. I don't think he was doing any damage to the head, but again, that'll do Brad's confidence the world of good, and my job now is to make sure he does get these big challenging fights, which he deserves, because he was on the right trajectory with Sky. He was building up to something, and then, you know, one loss, and you know, we're starting again, but we've come through the groundwork, and we're ready to move on with him.
Am I right, that was his 4th stoppage on the bounce?
I think it is, yeah. So as I say, he's punching a lot harder now as we've had Andy Abdul, isn't it? Second fight, Sean Arkwright v Demetrius Atrako, or however we pronounce it. I'm glad you tried that. First time he'd been over in the UK, wasn't really sure what to expect with him, and he kind of just fought in little flurries, didn't he, and made it hard for Sean. So it was a comfortable win for Sean, but he didn't look as good as he has done in the past, and that's down to the opponent, yeah.
Not only that, I do think, because as a home fighter, we're not fighting every week, are we? And you don't get used to it. And he's been in camp now since that 2.5 year layoff, and that was his 3rd fight in, what, 10 weeks? I think he was just a little bit tired.
Yeah, well, anyway, that was one which went the distance. Thomas Barr v Lovepreet, who's an Indian guy who's started to fight over here, and he's durable, but Thomas excelled on Saturday night. He gave him a good working over, and the kid didn't want to come out for the 3rd, which means obviously he can't fight for another 4 weeks, and he's over here to earn money, so he wouldn't have done that if he didn't feel like it was all going the wrong way for him.
It was.
And that is exactly what's happened there. So yeah, good performance by young Thomas. It's hard to believe he's only 19, isn't it? Yeah.
Is that his 6th win in his second stoppage?
Yeah, he's 6 now, yes. And so, you know, he'll be moving to a 6th round next, and a better quality opposition. So looking forward to developing him. And then the big heavyweight one, which probably I built Louis up too much with all the things on all that, and then this Victor Chavalak, who's gone the distance with Callum Johnson, so obviously a tough guy. Yeah, he went all the distance, and Louis looked alright, probably under a lot of pressure because he's the heavyweight. He's had a few stoppages, but you know, just didn't get those shots off. But again,
it's a learning fight for him, isn't it?
It's exactly what the kid wants to do. He doesn't want to get hit, does he? So, as you say, a learning fight's the right way of doing it. He's got a good 6 rounds out of it, and he'll be better for it in his next fight.
It wasn't his first 6 because he'd been scheduled on that, but where he's got stoppages. But it was his first completed 6 rounds. So it's nice to get that in the bank for him moving forward, because a couple of those questions that you ask, am I fit enough and can I take the pace up? Yeah. He won't be asking them no more because you know he can.
Yeah, and he'd have blasted him out in the first round. He wouldn't have got that experience. So no problems with Louis, and we was talking with Spencer afterwards, and you know, for an heavyweight, 9 amateur fights, and that was his 6th pro one. You know, might be expecting too much of him, but you know, he's got all the attributes to do really well, and you know, I'm sure he'll
Is that still on?
start putting together.
You spoke on the night on the presentation with Dominic Guinness.
Is
it Pete Naylor, is it?
Yeah.
Well, we're looking forward to that.
And then next one, Levi Barnes.
Good again, wasn't it?
Yeah. Great. He's easy on the eye, isn't he? And
I didn't think he would be, you know, because that amateur style sometimes doesn't translate into the pro game. But he is one of the most fun fighters to watch.
Yeah, listen, I was the same, but I was judging him off watching him sparring cattle, and it was a game of chess. And to see him be an explosive fighter like he is, and wanting to inflict pain and stop people and get a bit upset when he does it.
He gets upset. He won comfortably.
Yeah. No, listen, it's going to be a fun night with Levi, and he looked very good again on Saturday, and I'm sure everyone who tuned into VIP and talked about Hugheside will be talking about him. And then we had a debut in Ryan McMillan, who's with our mate Alex Matvienko, and he got a first round stoppage, and he looked quite good, sold a lot of tickets as well, so that was good. And then the top of the bill, it kind of outshone a few of the good performances. Jake Abril getting rid of Jordan Ellison, he put him over in the first round, and then folded him with a body shot in the second round. I spoke with Jordan afterwards, and he said he's never been hit as hard. And
when you consider the people he's been in with,
yeah.
You know, he's been in with the best kids in the country, from super featherweight.
Most of them taking the distance. I know Self Barrett stopped him, didn't he?
I was on one of our shows, I remember that.
No, it was a good performance from Jake. And to be honest, I've been waiting for that, and you know, I texted him to say today. I said, well done. That's your best performance since your debut, because he was fantastic on your debut, wasn't he? When you didn't expect to. We expect a load more, and maybe you judge him unfairly because you're expecting too much. But no, he put everything together. He looked heavy-handed, and he looked like he wanted to hurt someone. Where sometimes he can get in a little rut, don't he? So hopefully the light bulb will switch with Jake. He's going to have a fight for that Commonwealth Youth title in November. So
where will that be at then?
He's going to be at Bolton that now.
Bolton,
So overall, bit worried about the card when it was a 7-5 card, but finished, and you know, a lot of positive to come out of it, and you're wondering why you're doing it the week before when everything's collapsing, but when you wake up on a Sunday and you've helped to move some kids forward in the dream, and that's why you do it, isn't it? So got a rest for 3 weeks. We're back on the 28th. Obviously that's a big card, 2 great title fights. Nathan Qualis v Sheldon McDonald, and then we've got Willie Goldie v, I can't remember, Michael Smith,
Michael King,
and nobody wanted to fight either of them, so we put them both together and we've got a banger. So
what's that? That's an English eliminator and Commonwealth eliminator, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
At light middleweight?
At light middleweight, yeah.
Very good.
So thanks for everyone who watched on Saturday. A couple of weeks break, back 28th of September at Bolton. Cheers.
Nice one.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steve.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.